season has arrived. It's a good time to review your taxes and take charge of your planning for retirement. Today's Your Dime sponsor, it's Rooted Wealth Advisors, and Duke Smith is here with a little bit more insight to help us start on our planning. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's always good to be back.
Okay, it's hard to believe that it's tax time already. They always come, don't they?
Yep, seems to roll around faster and faster every year.
But we don't want to have any surprises when it comes to our taxes. So let's talk a little bit about what we need to be thinking about when it comes to planning for our future in correlation with taxes.
So when people think about their retirement and saving for retirement, there's always this misconception of, I should just put as much money in my 401k at work as possible. We really have to think about what some of the tax consequences could be for that in the future.
What are some of those consequences?
Well, while we're working, as we put money into that tax-deferred account, we get a deduction as the money goes in. It grows without any tax, but then it comes back out and you have to pay taxes when you take the money out in the future. So we really have to think about and plan for what tax rates are going to look like in the future. And if we think they're going to be higher than they are today, well, then there may be some better places that we should go, and maybe we should look at paying that tax today rather than deferring it down the road.
So just something to think about.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, so also something to think about, taxes, the laws, they always seem to be changing. So you kind of need to stay up to date on all of that. It seems like there are 7 different income tax brackets.
Yeah, so when we look at taxes as a whole, most people think about, okay, I'm in the 12%, or I'm in the 22%, or I'm in the 24% tax bracket. There's always this misconception with a lot of people that if I jump into the next tax bracket, that's what my tax rate's going to be, when in reality it's only those few dollars that fall over that break point that are actually taxed at that next bracket. So what we have to think about is, with laws ever changing, what are tax rates today? How are they going to change into the future? And, do we think, are they going to go up? Are they going to go down? Or do we think they're going to stay the same? Because we have seen a lot of changes recently. We had this Trump tax bill, which took all these brackets and actually dropped them back by a few percent. Took what was 15 back to 12, what was 25 back to 22, 28 back to 24. We know that that's set to expire January 1st, 2026. If this new administration does nothing to shorten that tax bill's life or extend it out a little further.
Oh, goodness. There's a lot to dig into here, for sure. Something, though, I always look for are things I can deduct, some deductions. That's also something we can be mindful of.
Yeah, definitely want to make sure that we're getting all the deductions that we can. There's a few new ones that came out with this CARES Act that was brought about because of COVID. So just make sure that we are working with a qualified accountant that can help us get all those deductions, help us reduce the amount that we have to pay in taxes, and just make sure that we are taking advantage of all those things.
Yeah, and thinking about talking with someone who's qualified. Obviously, we can't control taxes, but we can take control of our finances and the proper planning. And that's where you all come in at Rooted Wealth Advisors.
Yeah, we've actually put together this little guide for everybody out there watching today. If they'd like to get this, go ahead and download a free copy of it. Really starts to give you some good things to think about when it comes to taxes. And really just, if you're looking to get in touch with somebody, we can definitely help you out planning for taxes.
All right. So where can they get the guide?
By going to planretirementtaxes.com.
All right. Well, lots of great tips, lots of information that you need to be up on when it comes to your taxes and planning for your retirement. And if you have any questions, you want to visit with our friends at Rooted Wealth Advisors, and the team over there will connect you at CILiving.tv.